I know you spoke about getting a press release almost every single day about a car accident, and we obviously experience that here too. We work in the news. Do you think South Africans are becoming immune to hearing this kind of news and almost blasé about it?
Yeah, and they had the same in Australia in about the 1970s. They had massive road deaths every year, and they were becoming so sort of blasé to the whole, sort of immune to it. And they decided that that needed to change, that over the past few decades they've got their road deaths down drastically to, I think last year they had about 1,000, just over 1,000 road deaths. We've had, over an Easter weekend, we had 287 road deaths. It's up from, I think it was 193 last year. 208 accidents alone over the Easter period.
It's horrible, actually. Yeah.
Resulting in 287 deaths. That's absurd. That's, yeah.
It's almost unfathomable.
It's unfathomable. And it's that kind of, people just hear these numbers all the time. And a lot of them are pedestrians. So people do become kind of, it's just more numbers. And there's so many other things going on that this is kind of, we hear about it, we know about it. But there's also frustration amongst people that they place blame on government or police that they're not doing enough. And yes, granted, police presence does make a huge difference. But a lot of these accidents and a lot of the carnage that we're seeing is avoidable because it's many of the time it's drunken driving. That is your responsibility. Or taking over on a blind rise. That is your responsibility.
Yeah.
Or fatigue. That's your responsibility. So a lot of those factors that are resulting in the road deaths come down to the driver themselves.
You mentioned pedestrians there. Do we need to also educate pedestrians on how to be safe on the roads?
Absolutely. Even just driving here this afternoon, the traffic light is green for the cars to drive, but you see people trying to quickly run across the road, quickly take a gap.
It happens all the time outside these offices.
Yeah, and it's that type of thing needs to be changed, and that will come from a young age, from schooling. I remember being at school, we used to go to the traffic department every year, and we had a traffic officer standing there when we were 6, 7, 8 years old, telling us, this is how you should respond to the road. This is the side of the road that you should walk on when you're walking down the street or up the street. This is what you should do when you're on your bicycle. We were taught as little kids. And so we need to start doing that. We need to start going into schools and telling people how to be a responsible pedestrian. Sounds crazy, but it will help drastically.
Because there are definitely a whole bunch of not responsible pedestrians. Sometimes I can't even believe, I see people with children just trying to take a quick gap across the road, and that's not really teaching them the right lessons.
No, and you also then putting the driver under huge pressure. Whoever you're driving and you suddenly see these pedestrians coming. I mean, an instance could be that you have to swerve, or you unfortunately hit the it's a situation that doesn't have to happen. Yeah.